Audiobook 5, The Infinity Religion. Welcome back. You've completed Part 1. You've felt the size of the unknown. You've understood how early we are. You've seen how endings fold back into beginnings. Now we go deeper. Part 2 begins with a word that might surprise you, or unsettle you, or make you want to press pause for a moment. Religion. A word with baggage. Stay with it for a moment. Religion is one of the most loaded words in human language. For some it means community, meaning comfort, and the deepest sense of belonging they have ever felt. For others it means dogma, control, conflict, and a long history of answers imposed before the questions were properly asked. Both of those responses are valid. Both come from real experience. But here's the thing about loaded words. They carry weight because they point at something real, something important, something human beings have been reaching toward for as long as we have been human. The question is not whether how to reach it, but what religion actually is. Strip away the institutions. Strip away the texts and the rituals and the hierarchies and the histories. What remains? An attempt to locate ourselves in something larger than ourselves. A way of finding meaning that doesn't collapse under the weight of suffering or uncertainty or death. A framework for living that connects the individual to the whole. That impulse is not the problem. That impulse is one of the most profound things about being human. Every culture in every corner of the world has produced it independently. That's not coincidence. That's not weakness. That points at something deep in the structure of consciousness itself. The infinity religion begins there, with that impulse, honored and examined rather than dismissed or blindly followed. The infinity religion is not a fixed doctrine, it's a living religion. It has no founder who must be followed without question, no sacred text that cannot be updated. No institution with authority over your inner life. A living religion, which means it breathes, it grows, it changes as understanding changes. It incorporates new knowledge rather than resisting it. It holds its own frameworks lightly, knowing that any map, however good, is smaller than the territory it describes. A living religion does not ask you to stop thinking. It asks you to think more carefully, more openly, more honestly than you ever have before. It does not ask you to stop questioning. It asks you to fall in love with the questions themselves. You do not follow it. You become it. This is the central idea of this audiobook, and it is worth sitting with. Most frameworks, religious, philosophical, political, ask you to adopt them, to step inside them, to measure your life against their standards and adjust accordingly. The infinity religion asks something different. It asks you to let the ideas move through you until they become indistinguishable from how you see. Not rules you follow, not beliefs you hold. Ways of being that emerge naturally from genuine understanding. You do not follow it. You become it. That's a subtle distinction, but it changes everything. What does it rests on? The infinity religion rests on a small number of foundational recognitions. That the universe is vast beyond our current comprehension, and that humility before that vastness is not weakness, but wisdom. That consciousness, the fact that anything experiences anything at all, is one of the deepest mysteries we face, and that taking it seriously changes how we relate to every living thing. That meaning is not found. It is made. Actively, continuously, in the living of a life. And that we are connected to each other, to the history that made us, to the universe we are part of, in ways that are only beginning to be understood. These are not beliefs to adopt. They are invitations to explore. And so Part 2 begins. The infinity religion is not the destination. It is the orientation. It points towards something that the next books will explore from every angle, something that cannot be fully captured in any single framework, including this one. That's the point. That's always been the point. You do not follow it. You become it. We close this audiobook with a track from the album The Infinity Religion, called You Are Not Meant to Stay the Same. Let that title settle. You are not meant to stay the same. The journey you are on right now is already changing something. Let it. Looking forward to meeting you in Audiobook 6, The Books of Infinity. Ready when you are.